and this is create a to-do home page. Right. So create a to-do home page. It should create a to-do home page with user login and register. It should have only this one, a to-do homepage with user login and register. There are no other activities performed until he log in and register. So let's generate this. It will give us the idea of how the to-do application looks like. Now we must able to create similar one. One simple interaction we will create. What are the navigations we want is in the first screen, to do home screen, user can register. After that, he will go to login. And after login, he will land onto the dashboard. In the dashboard, he will get all his appointments. He can filter, sort, delete, add appointments, modify the appointments, edit the appointments. We will ask dashboard design also. It will give you a good dashboard design. We should able. You can see this now. This is the design of a to-do screen. And I think you know what is this one. Right side. That is actually Bootstrap tabs. It is using a tab-based navigation for that. In one tab, the login options are available. In another tab, register. Register options are available. Actually, in two tabs, two components will come. A register component and a login component will come. Okay, let's achieve this first screen. We will achieve the first screen. So in this screen, what else they given? Task manager, features, pricing, about, get started. Some option is there. Okay. Fine. Here I will design the similar interactions now. Appointments, I will leave it empty now. Users also, we will leave it empty because users will register. Users will register. After that, they log in. All is auto generated, right? Okay. You can close this or keep it. It will open. Let's create a separate folder. In SRC, I am creating a folder called to do. And here, what are the components we need in to do? What are the components required in to do? Initially, it starts with index. Na? So it will have to do index dot what JSX. In the index, all the routing is defined. In the index, it will start with home. That means we will have one more, that is to do. What is it? Home.js. In the home, you will have login and register. They are actually separate. If user wants, we can take him to login screen or register screen separately also. Then we will add two more components. One is to do register.jsx and to do login.jsx. Okay. After register successful, user will go to login. After login successful, user will go to dashboard. So we will add one more, that is to do. What is it? Dashboard dot JSX. These are the initial ones. Majority all interactions we will manage here only. What is the purpose of index? Index is the startup. Automatically application starts with index. In index, the routing configuration is there. And the first screen in index, it shows is home. Na? In home, you will see two components. One is login and register. After login successful, they will can go to the dashboard. Every user dashboard shows that user related appointments. That particular user appointments it will show. So here, what is the point is dashboard will have all the operations. Adding appointment, updating appointment, deleting appointment. We need to create the CRUD operation. There are so many ways of creating it. We can individually create the CRUD operation or we can open pop-ups. Dialog boxes, na? Model. We can use models. I will show different technique. Let's create the screen first. So what is the first screen here? So function, and this is export function to do. This is what index. So I will create a simple container here. Container fluid. Okay. Same I will add everywhere. This is the to do home. JSX. This is to do login. So this is login, to do login. And this is to do register. Register. Okay. And we are having dashboard. And to do dashboard. Fine. Here routing related some more concepts you will learn. We'll learn more features here. Let's go to the index. This startup should be with index. So main I will go and here we will start with what is it? To do index. It will start with to do index. That's fine. Now let's go to the index component and create that index component here. In the index component, we have a header. In the header, we are having a span class BI task is there? No. So we don't have a BI task. List task is there or appointment is there? No, just I will give task list task. BI list task. Okay. I'll just give this and we will give a text here called span task manager. That's just header we are giving. And this is in div. Okay. According to their design, they have another container. We have buttons like pricing. So we have buttons like what? Features. Huh? Yeah. So we have a button like features, pricing, and about get started. And get started. These are the options we are having in the header. Let's run this initially. npm run dev. Make sure that API is also running in the background. This is the task manager we are having at the top. So I will go icons get bootstrap and here I will search. We have any task related? Okay. So appointments, we don't have any icons. Work. No. Schedule. We don't have proper icon for that. Rather, we can put a logo later if we want. I think we have yes. So we will use some editing related means we have like pen. So fine, this pencil square is good. Okay. We will use that BI pencil square. Fine. That's the icon we are keeping here. We are keeping that icon there. Okay, let's design the header part here. So class padding is 2, margin top is 1, and we don't bg light I will use. Display is flex, justify content between. It is going to get the icons in this way at the top. And this button will have class btn, so is enough. Class btn and class btn, and this is the class btn primary. btn primary. Okay, and we will use mx2. So this will be me, yeah, me2. So some gap between them. Features, pricing, about, and get started. The task manager, we have a class font size 4. It will be little large. This also font size 4. So it will be little large. mx is 2, some gap, and the font weight as bold. That's the task manager header is ready. Now, after the header, in the body, they have 2 sections. Left side section, just some summary information. Right side, they have register and login tabs. There are 2 important options. Let's design that now. Let's go. And very, very important here is navigation we need to set up using routing, which we will do. First, we will design the section part here. We will create the section part. This section is having margin top 2, and we are defining here a simple option like what? So we will display. This is displayed with, yeah, here we will display row and columns we will divide in home page. Okay, fine. Here I will put a routing related option now. This entire content of header and section inside browser router. Inside the browser router, you need to keep all this area. And in the section, we need to configure the routes. Am I right? In the routes, we need a first route. What is the first route path? If route path is slash, if user is not requesting anything, which element it should render? It should render home na? To do home. That is the component it should render. That is the first thing it should display. That means whenever we open, the initial section will show the home page. That means all the design must be inside this home page. In the home, the design should be there. Okay, let's go. You can see now the routes are there. Now what we need to do is we need to design the home page which is going to render here. So let's go to the to do home page. To do home we are going. In this we need to create. What we need to design here is div. We will have a class row. In this we have 2 divisions. What is it? Column. 6 columns, 1 and column 6. 2 divisions are there. So left side, they kept some paragraphs of information. You can see master your day 1 task at a time. They have this design. So here I will put a simple div. What is that they have given? Master your day. Your day. And we will put a break. So BR and 1 task. So 1 task at a time. Just roughly I given that. You can have some images and all, and you can see in our page, it should display that there. In the left panel, it is going to display that. Now this column in the div where you are displaying that, we will have class text center. Roughly I added to the center. Margin top 5, it will give some down. Font size as 1, I will give little large. And this one I will keep in a span. And we will put class font weight as bold. That's bold. And this one, fine. So this one I will give a span, and this is class font size as suppose 3. So little small. So this is 2, 4. So small. Okay, 3 looks okay, fine. Now we will use one more. This is text primary. You can add anything into the design. You can put all the images, paragraphs, anything, whatever you want in the left panel. I will just leave with normal. You put your own contents there. You design everything rest of content. Actually, we have a website free picks. So we can go to this free picks. And this is mostly used by web developers. So we say appointments, and appointments related some posters will come. So you can download any poster and you can use it. I will download this poster. That's a free one. It's a JPG. And we will open that folder and copy it and put it in our project folder. So in our project public, we will add that. Yeah, here in public, I'm adding that, and I will say simply to do. I will rename this into to do. It's a JPEG. Okay, now I will keep this here. What we will do here, just roughly below this, we will add a div and we will keep an image. So image will have src. What is it? To do dot jpg and class img fluid, image fluid. Then it will put that here. To hyphen do. Okay. To do JPEG. It's an simple one like this. So we have a simple interaction like this. Okay. I'll just keep this height as some 300 pixel. So, or 200 pixel. Then I need to remove this image fluid because it is automatically adjusted. So 300. Okay. So 400. That's fine. And width is some 100%. I'm just adding that there. We can add any way we want. Actually, we can put this in the background. We can keep this text on it. That's you do with your styling knowledge. We can do that. Right side, I want a tab. Right side, I want a tab. So check once in your project Bootstrap is enabled or not. In main, Bootstrap is enabled now. Yes. So then we can design. Let's go to the home. Here, right side, I am creating a div. This is having unordered list. This unordered list will have a list item. So user login. Another list item is register. We have two options, login and register. this user login and this is user register. This user login is an anchor A and register is also an anchor. Okay. Actually, you will see right side column is having like this. And this I will keep margin top as 5. So it will come little bit. Margin S is some 4. That means we'll make it little bit right side. Okay, actually that user login, we will create this class as nav tabs. We have nav tabs. So in this is called nav item. So this is have nav item. And this is called nav link. And this is nav link. And you can see that's a nav tabs. So nav and nav tabs, it will come like this. We have a nav with tabs. Two tabs are there. User login, another one register. That's a bootstrap navigation. Now, what we will do here is below this unordered list. Actually, this first link will be active. If it is active, it will show like this, like a tab. We have a tab like appearance for that user login. And this is register. We have two tabs now. Now below this, what we are doing is we are using here another division. This will have tab content. Tab content. In the tab content, you have two pans. One is tab pan. This ID is login. And we have another tab pan. So class name, this is tab pan. This ID is what? Register. Register. In this login, we will render a login component here. That means we will access to do login. To do login component is rendered there. And in the register, we will render another component. What is it? To do register. Two components are rendered in that. One login in login area and this. And this tab pan must be active. By default, login is active. You can see here login is active, but login is empty. There is nothing designed in login. We will go to the to do login. It is empty now. So here we will create a form. And I will give the form padding is 4. Inside the form, we will just create a data list, data term. This is username, actually user ID. And data definition, we have a text box, input type as text. And class form control. And we need password. Just user ID and password are required for login. We will use input type as password. And class name as form control. And we will put a button here. So class BTN some warning W100. Okay, this is the login we are having. And we will just have the button as login. That means the login is ready. I will keep it uniform in colors primary. That is the primary color we are having. And I will keep the login form W50. That looks fine. That's the user login tab we are having. So actually, this is another component which is coming here. We are having a home component, am I right? Inside the home component, we are having a login component. And when user clicks register, it should go there. their register component should display. So what we have to do now, similarly, I will copy and let's go to register and put that form here. Here additionally, it will have some more options. Data term. What else we mentioned there? User ID and username. Na? So username will also have a text box and the password is fine. Another email. We give an email or mobile email. Okay, input type as what? Email. This is having which one? Register. Register. I'll just give BTN success like this. So register should open when user clicks on register. So what we have to do now, go to home. In the home, this tabs will have an option href. This will have href. It should hash. It will get which one? Login. This href will get hash what? Register. And database toggle. It should toggle tab. This also database toggle. What it should toggle? Tab. Now you can see when I click register, it should get registered. And I say login, it should get login. That means it is toggling and showing the content. So the initial screen design is ready. Now we need to make this work. So this is the design with tab based navigation. So now user can register or user can log in. So how register will work? It's a simple logic now. When user enters the data, collect and store in the database. For that, we need an API. Already we have a API called post. Users post. There we need to submit this information. Let's see how we can do that. Now remember here, I will design, I will implement up to certain limits. Others you have to do. I will give you the solution. I will give you the idea and I will give you the sample code. You need to design. Project is not something like you watch like movie, YouTube video and I explain. That means project is not for me to do. It is for you to practice. So I will do up to certain extent, rest everything you should implement. Once you are implementing, I will check what issues you face and suggestions. Based on that, you need to finish it. If you don't practice, then no use of this, right? And generally, this design concentration later, main functionality is important. So let's see how to create this registration form which inserts into the database. Let's do that now. Here, so many more concepts we need to learn. We will see them also, right? Some new topic will be there. Let's see. So in this register, because user cannot log in until register, first user need to register. So let's go to the register form. Here, we need to collect the data from the form and submit to the API. So how do we collect the data from the form? We learned about formic. Let's design the formic. So constant. So we have formic is equal to use formic. Okay. What are the initial values? Initial values I'm expecting here. What is it? User underscore ID. How you defined in the same way it will store in the database. It will be created. Field name also. If you are using MySQL or because currently our data is JSON. When we are dealing with JSON data uses ORM mechanism, object relational mapper. In ORM, developers will write for the business requirements, automatically data, everything is generated, which you will learn in your technologies of Java, .NET, Node.js everywhere. Usually, This uses ORM mechanism. So you just mention what fields you want, it will create everything for you. Let's see. User ID and it is string type na. Yeah. Next, what it is? Username and it is also string. Next one is password. Password is string and we have an email. Email is also a string. That's it. Now what we need to do is we need to use on submit. On submit, we will collect the user details and we need to submit to our API now. So Axios. Axios dot which method? Post. Post method uses the URL. Where to post? Where it is localhost slash. What is the post method? Users. That is the post method you have seen here. That is the post method for users now. Users. Okay. What data need to be posted? Comma data. Data is user detail. That's it. That means we need to post the data. After posting the data, I will just put here, that means dot then. Just for our confirmation, I will put a confirmation message in log, console.log. We will say registered, just for our confirmation sake. And I will put an alert here. What is it? Registered. Registered successfully. This is the message. The then block is optional. You don't need that. So here just for confirmation, I kept that to log the message and see what is happening. Okay. Okay. Now, after registered successfully, what should happen? All we will see. First, we will check how it is submitted. You know what to do now. What is it? On submit formic dot handle submit. Okay. This should have a name and it is user underscore ID. And on change formic dot handle change. This you need to do for everyone. Let's copy the second element. It is username. And the third element, it is password. And the fourth element, that is what? Email. Email. And make sure the button type is what type? Submit. That's ready. That means it is going to handle all the data and post the data. I will just run this, but navigation is not completed. We just designed this. And see now here, we will go to the home screen. We will go to register. We will enter user ID. Some David NIT username is David. Some password at the net David 123. David at the net 123. Email is some David at outlook.com something. And click on register David NIT at Outlook. Register. Then it says registered successfully. But we haven't designed any screen for this. We haven't designed any screen. After that, what should happen? But observe in the data now. Where is the data stored? In db.json. And there the data must be stored. And you can see the data is not here. That means there is some issue in your content. In your logic, there is some issue. Let's check what is the issue in our logic. So what is the, make sure that your API is running. So where is the API? So make sure the API is running. How to start the API? So here let's check the console. In the console, you have an error. You can see connection is refused. Right? Connection is refused means there is an issue in API. API might be stopped. We have to check API is running or not. How do we run? npm run. What is it? API. It is started. Some issue is there. Acha, already it is running. Some location it is already running. Okay, here it is already running. Okay. So let's check here. It is already running. Then let's submit the data, all the details, password 3 and register successful. Some problem is there in Access. Connection refused means some problem in the API only. Just check the method here. So we'll check the method. What is it? Acha, port number missing. Huh? Yeah. Our API port number is not correctly mentioned. Huh? It is running on which port number? On register, it is port number 3000. That's missing. Huh? Yeah. Now fine. Let's run this. The port number is not mentioned for API correctly. Huh? Let's go register and enter the details, password, David at the net 123. That is the password. Register, registered success. Okay. Let's go to the project here, db.json, that user detail is added. That means we are inserting the data into the data source. Now, what is the main concept here is ID is auto generated automatically. Every user have a unique ID auto generated actual. Now, later, if you are using any databases of your own, you can put primary keys there. You can use the primary key. Initially, once after registration is completed, it should ask him to log in. That means we should navigate switch from here to which screen login. Now the question is how you dynamically navigate from one route to another. That means we need other routes also in index. In the index, we need another route. This route path is what is that login. It should open which element? It should get to do login. Okay, we need one more route. This route path is for what? Register. Register and element. In the element, what it should do? To do register. It should get to do register. So these are ready. Now what should happen after successfully registered? It should navigate to the login screen. From home screen, it should navigate. In JavaScript, how you will navigate dynamically in logic? In JavaScript, how to navigate dynamically? In JavaScript, you have a location href. In JavaScript, there is a location object with href, which is going to navigate dynamically. Here, how you navigate in route, that's important. So this is one new thing you have to learn here. Dynamic route navigation. Dynamic route navigation, how it works here. That's one point. Dynamic route navigation is nothing but, so it is the process of navigating user from one route to another according to the state and situation. According to the state and situation. The latest router DOM, the latest router DOM library provides use navigate hook. It provides use navigate hook, which allows dynamic navigation. Syntactically, we have to configure navigate is equal to use navigate, and through navigate, you can define the path. Where to navigate, you can set the path. This is dynamically navigating. So dynamic navigation usually we do by using location href. Even in old versions, certain routes, they use a hook called use history, but we don't have that anymore. Now it is recommended to use this use navigate. So what should happen here is, see, let's go to this area, and what we should do is, let's go to this design where registration is completed. Here after registered successfully, they should navigate now. So here we need to configure one reference let. What is it? Navigate is equal to use navigate. Now here after the alert, we should navigate to which path? Slash login, because it should set a new path. It's not relative path, it is absolute now. It should get to the login slash login. Okay, fine. Now you see here, so some more points are there. I will clean up this data temporarily. I will delete this again. You can add one more user also. Just I'm deleting, and let's enter the data. David@123 and click on register. It says registered successful. After that, when I say OK, then it will go to the login now. It should go to the login and display. Now user can log in. But same component you are using in different place. In every location, it should behave different design. Design means width and all we need to adjust. How to do that? In one place, it is small. In another place, it is large. It should change its appearance only. How do we do that? We can make the login as a controlled component. What is the purpose of controlled component? Controlled component will collect the data from you. Am I right? And it will customize according to the parameters that you pass. We can make it like a controlled component and design. And see here. So actually this login, to-do login, this to-do login is a normal component. We can make the controlled component with props. And what we can do, we can put some properties like this width can be changed. According to the situation, the width can be changed. So that means here we will put a dynamic class. We will put a dynamic class and we will put a backtick. And what is that here? It is having is P4 is common, padding 4. After that, dynamically, it uses props dot width. So login is having a width. So observe carefully. If login is having a width, it is now like this. Let's go to the home screen. That means I will go to the home screen. In this, it is having like this. Now in the main route, wherever you are using the login, let's go to the home. Whenever you are using the login, here we can add width. Width is a class name, W50. Then what will happen? It will get that and show like this. Now individually, when login is accessed through route here, this login needs another property. What is the property? Width property. What is the width it should have? Suppose W25. Individually, if you access 25 width, we access in another location that is 50 width. I'm using like this. What is the point? You entered the details or separately try here slash, what is it? Login, log in, and it should get me that login and show. That means in one area, one size, another area, another size. We can change. And here, what is the screen? Actually, this login screen. In the form, we will put a title as user login. The title will come user login. So some 4, yeah. And some class BI person fill. Okay. And this is a simple user login. Now we will give one more option. What is it? Below this button, yeah, in the form, below this button, we will add a container, margin top 4 or something. Here we will put a link. And what is this link is, it should link to slash what? Register, and we'll say new user register. We are giving the option new user register. And when I click on register, then it should get me to the register form. So, and you know what should happen in the register also same, na? So what we do, we will make this register also a controlled one with what? Props. And whenever the form is generated, here we will put a dynamic value and we will use a backtick. Okay, and here we will use padding 4 and the dynamic value is coming from props dot what? Width. Props dot width. And when we use this in home, so this register is also having a width, and width is W how much? 50. When individually we access it, so it is having a width. It is how much? W25. Like this we given. And you can see the register will be like this. And we will put here also. So some header. I will put an header and the class BI person. And here we will add register user. Okay, here we will put another link. So div class margin top something, and we will keep a link. Make sure that link is added. Yeah. And it should be like existing user. Existing user sign in. So it should link to which one? Login. And it is having existing user sign in. It will get back to that. New user register. And we want this logo to work as a home page, home link. It should work as a home link. So what we will do is, let's go to the index. In the index, this logo must be clickable. So what we will do, we will put in a link. And here it should link to slash. And I will put a class name. So text secondary and text decoration as none. And it will look like this normal. And when I click on this, it will get me to the home. It will get me to the home. You have a login and register option. Am I right? And register is there. You can click on new user register, then it will go to the registration form. Existing user login, we will have this option. Now we need to implement login. When user enter user ID password, it should verify with existing details that they entered. If they matching, it will go to dashboard. Now dashboard is very complicated because in dashboard we need to handle all CRUD operations, insert, update, delete like option that we'll see tomorrow. Understood? Mostly by tomorrow we will finish this, right? Because you can easily design all the interactions. So means we can finish this entire to-do application design. And after tomorrow I finish all the concept, I will upload this example. Today's notes normal, I will upload a small document which has only this information. And after this, tomorrow once I finish the project, I will share the project link on Git to you, so that you can get the project link on Git and you can copy it. Okay, after designing entire. Tomorrow we'll continue with this. Right.